Hi, and welcome to We Be Fishing, the video podcast version here on YouTube. I'm your host, Brad Reynolds, and we today are going to be doing a subscribers spotlight. That's right, somebody that's been a subscriber to the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel and the We Be Fishing podcast. So, we're going to get into that today. We're going to talk about jug fishing. We're going to talk about fishing. We're going to talk about catfish. We're going to talk about the show and our viewer as well. So let's get on there. We're going to introduce you to Mr. Sherman Tomlinson, and let's get this thing going. Here we go. All right, today, folks, as we said, we have Sherman Tomlinson with us today, and he's down there in Georgia. He is part of our subscriber spotlight here on We Be Fishing Show today. Sherman, thanks for coming on with us today.
You're quite welcome. I was looking forward to it.
Me too, Sherman. You know, when you said you'd be willing to come on the show as one of our guests, I was pretty happy about that. You've been a subscriber to the B&T Catfish Adventures channel for a couple of years or so now. Is that right?
Yes, sir, I sure have, and I've enjoyed every one of your videos.
Well, we've enjoyed having you as one of our subscribers, and folks, Sherman is somebody that's been active. He will definitely comment, make comments and suggestions on the show, or so on and so forth. And we love all of our subscribers, and definitely the ones who come in and actually get involved and they participate in our polling questions that we do, or they put out comments on the shows or message us or whatever. Now, again, folks, Sherman is a longtime subscriber. He's from down there in where?
Nahunta, Georgia.
Mayhunted.
It's in between Waycross and Brunswick.
Now, y'all see he's already got the shirt on down there. Look,
That's right. Go dogs. We're going to do that three-peat.
we knew he had to get that one in there, y'all. Now, Sherman actually is a recent winner on one of our giveaway episodes, right? Our most
Yes,
recent
sir.
episode. You won those hand tied jigs. Now that's made from another one of our subscribers out in Tennessee. All right, one of your neighbors down there. So, what do you think about those? How do they look to you?
Well, they look real good. My wife, she kind of picked, there's two of them in there that's purple. She loves purple, so she's going to take them out and do something with those. But
She does.
I'm really looking forward to using them in 2024.
Yeah, she's already stealing your gear there.
Yes, sir.
Well, now again, folks, like I said, he's been a subscriber for a long time now, and in the early days, you know, we also did giveaways back then, and our channel wasn't as big, so your opportunity to score on a giveaway was much easier. And you'd won something before too, is that correct?
Yes, sir. I won the jugs.
All right, yeah. Me and Miss Tammy, we would do what we called the jug toss, and we gave away, I believe it was 10 jugs, right?
Yes, sir.
And some lines, some hooks, maybe, and different things that we sent. Did you ever catch any fish on those jugs?
Oh, I got to use them on Lake Sinclair. Me and my buddy went. He's a retired paramedic also. And we had a great time. We threw them out, then had one. We had to chase all over it, I think, about Lake Sinclair because every time we go to grab it, it'd go under.
Oh,
And long story short, he was getting the net, when I was pulling one of them up, it snapped that leader line that you sent,
uh,
and it had to be about as long as my arm. The
oh
fish was, the
yeah,
catfish was, and I was like, "Dad, gummit!"
yeah.
But we had the most fun with that. And,
Oh,
we enjoyed that. Now I like to do jugging better than I do just sitting there drifting.
oh yeah. It's a lot of fun. Of course, you get the chance to do that too. If you want,
Mhm.
to go out and set some jugs out, you can do that, and then go off somewhere and do your drifting and stuff like that using your rods, and then come back and check on your jugs if you want to. But yeah, it's a lot of fun chasing those jugs. And again, I've said it over and over. And if people haven't done it, they don't know what they're missing. Uh,
That's right.
it is an absolute blast. Um, Now, you do again the jugs and you rod fish and things like that. Now, what type of fishing do you normally do mostly?
Well, before I got into the jugs, I mainly just drifted or put out limb lines or trot lines.
Hmm.
Me and my daddy did that back when I was a youngin', and I still do that and all. And lots of times, really don't care if I catch anything. It's just being out there and you getting a good intimate conversation with God, and
Hmm.
it never fails. Me and my buddy, we go fishing. We talk about all kinds of things, but you can bet your bottom dollar somewhere we will talk about God.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not happening without him. The sun doesn't shine, or you know, uh, we don't have the beautiful sceneries out there in the waters without him. Now, y- you know, I know you haven't been fishing for a while. You've been off the water, and I know you're looking forward to getting back soon. But you've been out of commission on the fishing there for a little bit, haven't you?
Yes, sir. I got, well, first of the year, I had a partial detached retina. Had to get that repaired.
Oh,
And then in early June, I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, and I had surgery for that. And while I was recuperating in the hospital, I went into septic shock and almost died. The doctors wasn't sure if I was going to make it off the table.
uh,
And here I am today. By the grace of God, He's got a purpose for me in life.
that's right.
And I got some ideas of things to do, but He's getting me stronger so I can do those things.
Well, man, we're so thankful that you are, and yeah, his healing hands have touched you, and like you said, he's got a purpose for you there, Sherman, for sure,
Well,
and we're glad you're still with us.
and I know that you and Miss Tammy have been praying for me, and
Uh,
I just tell you, prayer, the power of prayer works,
it does,
and I
absolutely,
thank y'all for that.
and I have seen it. You're most welcome. I've seen that many times over and over. How that can be beneficial and how it does help. Now, you're down there in Georgia. Where at do you normally do your fishing at down there in Georgia? What body of water?
Well, I initially was living there in Cumming, Georgia, and we just moved down here a month ago back to my hometown. And I didn't do much in Lake Lanier. I did uh, Lake Sinclair,
Okay.
and we had a good time. But mainly, I went to Santee Cooper,
Oh,
and we got a guide there, and went out with him numerous times. But I'm back on my old stomping grounds of the Satilla River, so I know that pretty good, and I know good spots and everything. So I'm looking forward to taking my wife out and fishing, and not only that, just riding the river is very beautiful. It's one of our major natural resources here.
just getting out on the water uh, sometimes and traveling up and down in a boat and just looking at the sights is just so relaxing. And
Yes,
especially
sir.
for somebody that's gone through as much as you have, and me over the last few years, I've gone through a number of surgeries, and I don't, I've mentioned maybe a couple of them on the show. Uh, you know, maybe a year and a half ago or so when I had shoulder and bicep surgery and all this stuff, and there were certain things I couldn't do. I mean, I could not pick a fish up with this hand very well. This bicep, the surgery they did on that actually failed, and the bicep slightly now sets off of the arm. It doesn't set on top like it should. And
Mhm.
then I had surgery up in here at the same time. And at my age, things just didn't heal as quickly as we would have liked, for it to. And then I had a lower hernia surgery, you know, about a year later. And man, I'd just gone through some stuff and just kind of falling apart. But, when you go through that type of stuff, just getting out and getting away sometimes and getting on the boat and traveling down the river and just or a lake, and just looking around it's so therapeutic. It's
Yes,
so
it is.
beneficial to you, and it's a wonderful thing. And for those that don't have access to boats, it's the same thing. You find a beautiful spot on the riverbank down there somewhere, folks, and you just get down there and you sit down and maybe you pitch those rods out or not. And you just sit there, and it doesn't matter if you catch a fish or not some days. It's
That's right.
about being out there and enjoying, as we said earlier, what God's provided for us with this beautiful scenery, this wonderful day that we can get out and enjoy and just sit there and relax and just let all the worries of the world just kind of, you know, brush right off of you, it's a wonderful thing. There's so much beneficial, and I brought this up not long ago that there's a study that finds the more often that we do fish, the better it is for our mental health. And it's not only does food get provided for us if we wish to take it from the waters like that, but just being out there, putting us back in nature, it is really it's really beneficial to us, and it really is like a healing um, event taking place when we get out there and do that. And I just love it. But all right, now, like I said, you've been a B&T Catfishing Adventure subscriber and person for a while. And now, what do you during that time period, all the years that you've watched the show? What is it that you really enjoy uh, about the show?
Well, I really enjoy just your videos. Sometimes do the how tos and so forth. But I will say this: after my second surgery, and I got out of ICU and back into the room, watching your videos really helped me in my healing. Just watching y'all out there and listening to y'all and you and Miss Tammy and all. I just really enjoyed it. It got my mind off of things that were happening, and all. And you do a vital service.
Uh,
Yeah, and I enjoy your videos. I look forward to watching them. And it ain't so much about winning a prize or anything. To me, I just kind of lucked into it. But
well,
your videos are just inspiring.
well, I appreciate that, and I'm glad that it was helpful to you. It allowed you to focus on something other than what you were going through at the time, and
Mhm.
and I went back and I watched a very old video of ours, and it talked about putting the videos out. We were putting them out a lot of times at that time too, to uh, to help people during the COVID time period
Mhm.
that were locked down. And a lot of people were afraid to come out of their houses or to go anywhere or to do anything. And so we were hoping that these shows would be beneficial to those people that couldn't get out. And we know there's people out there that watch our shows that have medical conditions. Maybe they can't get out but a few times a year, if at all.
Mhm.
That they're stuck inside, they're homebound and they just can't get out. And hopefully, we're giving them some type of entertainment, maybe uh, kicking off some memories of them when they were able to get out there and have fun, and just keeping that fresh in their mind, and just hopefully allowing them to spend a little time with us out there on the water catching some fish and giving them some entertainment. And that's really what the show's all about, is hopefully entertaining some people. Hopefully they enjoy some of the little blooper type things or the fun or some of the banter and stuff me and Miss Tammy sometimes have, and the comical stuff that we do. But and then again, we do try and make it educational sometimes as well. And
Well, talking about the bloopers, I'd like to see some more of your bloopers
yeah,
because that's the behind the scenes and
Right.
the stuff that goes wrong.
Well, and there's not, a lot of those have not been caught on camera, unfortunately. Now there's some, and I have put out a few little ones here and there, little snippets and things like that from time to time. But a lot of those, you just don't. The camera's not always on. You're just not always able to catch those things. And
Imagine that.
that's what makes those things more special, though, is when they do happen and the camera's on, and that thing, and that type of stuff takes place, and that's what makes it really really fun. Is
So that 300-pound catfish I caught didn't count because it wasn't on camera.
that's right. That one, you got no video proof. And the sad thing is, all the AI technology and stuff, right coming out. People be catching 800-pound catfish and all that, channel cats or something. Next thing before you know it, and that's the bad thing about that. But I'm sure to put out some good entertainment for us. But you know that too probably is coming in the future. To be honest, actually, to the fishing world.
Well, I did catch one, and I got a picture of it on my phone, but I had to delete the picture because it weighed my phone down so much.
Oh my gosh, Sherman, that sounds about right. Well, my goodness. Well, Sherman, again, I want to thank you today for coming on the show. Again, he's a two-time champion, a two-time winner of our giveaways, folks, right here. And I think that's the most. Yeah, I don't think we've had any other two-time winners. We've had a lot of winners, giving out because we gave away during that time period. We gave away a lot of jugs during that time period, and we've given out coffee mugs and hats and
I think I'm wearing your hat here.
oh God, you are wearing one. That is, folks, that is a Catch the Fever. Now, this is
Yeah.
one that I got when I purchased my rods, and they gave that to me, and I said, we're gonna forward that to one of our subscribers. Somebody's gonna get a chance to win those for sure, or get
I
that.
got that with the jugs.
And we gave that with the jugs, yeah. And Catch the Fever right there. Great rods, folks. I'm using the Big Cat rods, Big Cat Fever rods from Catch the Fever, and I love them. I went out and I've got 4 of those rods now, and I absolutely love them. It's the same company that puts the Hellcats out, folks. If you've not heard of the Big Cat rods, you've probably heard of the Hellcats put out by Catch the Fever brand. So if you want to check them out, we just did a free plug for them right there. And like I said, they are wonderful, wonderful rods. And, they are less expensive than the Hellcats. If you're thinking, okay, they're the same thing or more expensive, no, they're put out by the same company as the Hellcats, but they're the less expensive version. They don't come in all the wonderful colors that the Hellcats do, but they catch fish. So that's the main thing. But Sherman, again, I want to thank you for coming on. I'm so thankful and that you're recovering from all the stuff you've had to go through. I know it's been a long, hard, tough battle for you, going through all the treatments that you had to go through. And we're glad the show could be there for you during that time period. And yes, me and Miss Tammy did send some prayers your way and send them up. And like I said, we're glad you're still around and you're going to be around, hopefully for many, many more years to come. So
Yes, sir.
anyway, we just had something pop on my screen, folks. I'm sorry about that, and we'll probably let that stay on there. But we're just so thankful that you're doing well and we're able to come on and join with us today. And again, I'm hoping that 2024 is going to be a fantastic year for you and that you're going to be able to get back out on the water and just have a blast and tear up those fish out there.
Oh, I'm going to get back out on the water. You can guarantee that. And hopefully one day I get to meet you and Miss Tammy. We'll all get out there on that water.
We love that. That sounds great.
Yes, sir.
Sherman, again, thanks for spending time with us. We'll see you soon. You take care.
Yes, sir. And y'all have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas.
Same to you, sir. You have a good day. Thanks for being on.
Yes, sir.
So glad we could have Sherman Tomlinson on today's episode of Subscriber Spotlight here on the We Be Fishing channel. Sherman, like we said, has been a subscriber for a number of years now. It's allowed him to win some of our giveaways, and we were so touched that by him saying that the show helped him during a difficult time when he was going through some things there in the hospital. And bless you for that. And we're so happy that he is on the mend and healing, and will be back out on the water soon. Folks, thanks so much for watching our shows. We appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you know somebody that would be a good interview for our show, or you'd like to be a guest as well, maybe drop your name in the comment section here, and we'll maybe be able to get you on the show at some point as well. But thanks again for watching. We love all of our subscribers and our viewers as well. But be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification button. When you hit that notification button, you get notifications about We Be Fishing episodes and B&T Catfishing Adventure episodes as well. Folks, we hope to see you back here soon. Take care. We'll see you right back here on We Be Fishing. I love fishing and so should you. Down on the bank with a rod or two. Come on, folks, let's go fishing. Come on, folks, let's go fishing.